It's tough to see all those gingerbread men and know you can't eat any of them because they're all part of the decorations. But maybe it will appetize you for something better, possibly? Yes. In fact, we've got the author of Corked Forked, one of our favorite cookbooks, I have to say, that has come through the 10 Show kitchen, and not just because it's a local guy. Keith Wallace is the head guy over at the wine school in Philadelphia.
It's great to be back.
Great to have you back.
Thank you so much. And today we're doing an empanada.
You know what? Somebody handed me the cookbook in our office the other day and said, you know, see if any of these sound really good. We'd like to have Keith back on. And I opened it up, and there was this empanada. I was like, oh, that sounds so good. So that's where this one started.
I know, because I got the email, Bill wants empanada. That's all it said.
You know, I've had empanada. Where did they originate? Where are the first empanadas?
Well, the term, it's very much like a Spanish or like a South American term, but it's actually been done, even the French have done similar things where you actually have puff pastry and then, stuffed with something delicious inside.
It's almost like a hot sandwich, almost.
Yeah. Oh, it should be. And sometimes, like, the more French styles actually eat it with knife and fork, and actually it's really perfect for brunch. I love these things for brunch, especially. Of course, I do like my cocktails for brunch, too. So.
We'll cover both then.
Okay.
Let's start with the empanada, though, because that looks so good.
The most important thing is the filling, because the puff pastry, that's very simple to do. What I start with is, like anything great, it starts with butter.
Okay.
Like a good tablespoon of butter in a hot pan, medium, and ooh, there it goes.
So a tablespoon of butter. You're not going wild with the butter.
No. You just want it to be browned just enough, and adding onion. So I browned off my butter, added onion right away.
See, a lot of chefs are surprised by the kind of heat we get out of our fridge.
Oh, I know. It's amazing. I'm like, wow.
Yeah. It has two settings, on and off. And you found the on.
I did find the on. We're going to be done with this in like 2 seconds. So the onions caramelized and browned off. And then I add the mushrooms.
There's so many great mushrooms that are available in our
yes. Area. And just because this is the mushroom capital of America, I'm using baby bellas. In the cookbook, I suggest just button mushrooms, but here we have access to so much good stuff. So I'm using baby bella mushrooms.
You can really use just about any mushrooms that are out there.
Oh, absolutely. If you love portobellos or shiitake mushrooms, anything, because it gets that real lovely savory flavors, which is really what this is all about, because the mushrooms actually then add. I have these artichoke hearts.
Are these fresh artichoke hearts, or can you cheat and use the cans?
Really? Yes. Or you can even find frozen artichoke hearts, which is even just as good.
Okay.
Oh yeah, this is all about being easy. You don't need to have like a fresh ingredient for that.
Well, and they're flash frozen too when they are fresh too, off the field, aren't they?
They are. Yeah, that's actually almost instantaneous. They actually they boil them, they render them, and then they freeze them. And it's a really great product, and they're inexpensive that way too.
Can't beat that.
Yeah. Now I have this all nice and caramelized, cooking off. Very simple.
Smells good already.
I know. So now we're going to bind this together to make the stuffing. We're going to use heavy cream, of course, because it's a light.
Here's my question for you, because we had a recipe that called for heavy cream over Thanksgiving.
Yes.
And we substituted light cream, and the results were really excellent.
You can. You just have to use a little bit more. And sometimes or you can add a little bit of cornstarch or arrowroot to thicken up a little bit more. Because the most important thing here is it has to be thick, because it's going to make this the stuffing. Because you don't want to have a really goopy stuffing. It makes
you want to kind of hold it all together.
Hold it all together. And so what this is going to do is the magic of the 10 Show is it's going to boil down in like 2 seconds. But the magic ingredient is one of my favorite cheats in the world is actually white truffle oil.
Favorite cheat?
Oh, it's a total cheat. White truffle oil. Truffle oil will make anything taste delicious. Anything. I don't care if it's pizza. I wouldn't use it on your breakfast cereal, but anything else.
Sweet stuff, it doesn't really go, does it?
No. This is for very savory dishes, and like this, the truffle. The little bit, look, I just use a touch.
Just a touch.
Just a little splash of it. It goes a long ways. One little bottle will actually last you for 2 years.
And it's really difficult to explain what the flavor of truffle is like. You just have to experience.
It really is one of the most amazing flavors in something else. Like this actually plays with the artichoke. It makes the artichoke taste like the best artichoke you've ever had in your life.
Okay. Well, that's cooking down.
Yes.
Should we mix some cocktails?
Oh, we should. Now, for this, especially for brunch, my favorite cocktail is the Monkey Island.
Okay.
And so now, of course, like any good brunch drink, it starts with gin.
Okay.
And it starts with, now here, it's 2 ounces of gin. And what we're going to do is we're going to put it in a shaker.
Did you measure it out already? Or do you need to...
No. We're going to eyeball this.
Okay.
This is very easy. Well, first we want to have some ice in our shaker. And we can just, this is just, when you say about 2 ounces, it's like a 2 count. 1, 2, 2 ounces.
Okay.
And start with gin and then a splash of absinthe.
Okay.
Absinthe is intense and amazing, but you never want to use too much of it. It's like truffle that way. You just want to use a splash, or just a splash, just a little bit. And then...
So that bottle's got to last you your entire life.
This actually, this is from my own collection. I've had this bottle for 3 years. Okay. And, and I run a wine school, and that's all I've been able to drink. So, yeah. And 2 ounces of orange juice. Fresh orange juice is best, but I'm using 2. Exactly, perfect. About a teaspoon of grenadine. Here we are. Ooh. Oh, a little more because I like it sweet. And then to finish everything off.
Now you said this was a pre-prohibition.
It is. It's
classic.
It is a classic drink. It's actually the original has much more absinthe. And it has a really gross name called Monkey Gland. It was like I know. Don't ask me. I have no idea where that came from. But
so you've changed the name, but it's still the same great.
It is. I just more juice, much less absinthe because. For a modern palate, here, would you like to shake?
I'll shake, and then would you put those empanadas together?
Absolutely.
We'll multitask here. I'll try not to spill too much of it.
Oh, look at that. That looks beautiful.
Wow, look at the color of that.
Oh, look at that beauty.
It does look great.
Billy, you've done good. Now, so for the empanadas...
There's not much for you in this one over here, Keith.
Oh, well, that's fine. I drink for a living anyway, so I'm okay with that. Now... So what I have is actually I've already rendered down the I've let it cool because this is you don't want to have this
hot stuff going into the
exactly, and also you don't want to be playing with hot stuff because they'll just burn. So what I do is I've cut my puff pastry into quarters. I'm going to put a little bit of this is egg whites and egg yolks, just a little egg wash, so that it'll all bind together. I take a little. We're talking about 2 tablespoons of stuffing.
And once you put this all together, do you bake it?
Yes, bake it in an oven at 375 for 20 minutes, and it will be. And it'll be nice and golden brown, and the inside will actually melt. So like the cream will melt a little bit. So when you open it up with your fork, it just oozes delicious truffle.
The plate looks fantastic.
Isn't that amazing?
Hey, if you'd like to try this recipe, visit our website at NBCPhiladelphia.com. Search 10 show recipes. You'll see it printed out there in the video of Keith Wallace, author of Corked and Forked, putting it all together. Thank you, Keith.
Thank you so much.
Job well done. Marissa?
It is the year of the gingerbread at Longwood Gardens. Coming up on the 10 show, we talk to the mastermind behind this incredible holiday display.